Let's see. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are tuning in. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. If you are entering the chat now, let me know. All praises to the Most High. In a way, I guess. I don't have a microphone because the children broke the microphone. I guess it's gonna be low. I'm trying to stay quiet. I'm not trying to yell because, as you know, it's pretty early here. Almost 6 o'clock a.m. It's 5:37. So, all praises for another day. All praises to the Most High for a breath of life. Hope all is well with you guys. Hope you are doing good. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, there is something happening that can change your life forever. That could be in a good way. That could be in a bad way. It just depends on you. I'm seeing it day after day. I'm seeing so many positive things that's happening for people, and I guess I could say that because it's a mindset thing. It's something that, everybody's not gonna get it. Some people are gonna get it. Some people are gonna be late to get it. Some people are never just gonna get it. So that's why I chose that title. There's something happening that could change your life forever. But it really depends on you. It depends on how you look at things. It depends on how you move. It depends on who you are listening to. It depends on whose you are. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that's happening now, as you guys know. If you don't know, it's official. Iran actually said they are at war with America. So that's something that, man, although we know bombs and missiles are flying and stuff, this is really official now. It's really official now. So you gotta think like, man, it's a lot of stuff that's happening now that is gonna be giving you opportunities. But if you're not seeing that in a way of positivity and thinking that everything's just negative, I don't know what to tell you. So, all praises, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like the video if you are here. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. It's pretty early here. 5:39, 5:40 a.m. All praises to the Most High, guys. I do not have my mic today because the children broke it. They broke it. They broke two mics. And it's my fault because, just say if I'm doing a video or something, I leave the mic down and I go do something, the next thing I know, they just want to follow us. So they on the mic and blah 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 blah, and the next thing I come back, it's broke. So hopefully today I can get a new mic and stuff. But yeah, something, it's a shift that's happening. I don't know if you can feel it, but something is really happening where it can change some people's lives, and that's going to be for the better or the worse. It depends on how people move. It depends on how people see things. It depends on how people really understand things, and really the integrity that people have. Like, are you doing the right things behind closed doors? Are you like spiritually discerning in this time? cause I was having this conversation with a brother the other day, and you know me, I'm gonna tell you 100% what's going on, truthful, straightforward. It's not time to waste time, like really, especially if you one on one with me. Especially if you're a brother and stuff, it might be different with like clients and stuff. But once a client knows me, they understand like you don't have to sugarcoat anything with me. You don't have to try to think anything's gonna offend me or you know things like that. Like I for me, I believe I've grown so much, right? I have grown, especially here in Africa. So when you do come to Africa, or if you are in Africa, there is a uncomfortable growth that happens, right? There is a cycle that happens. As soon as you touch down to Africa, and this is just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? This is just my opinion. Um, so I'm not sure if anyone is in Africa or have traveled to Africa, and you touch down. It's just a different feeling, right? Um, so yeah, I was having this conversation with a brother the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, we flew through Canada, or we drove to Canada, right, and then flew out of Canada to come to Mauritius." And he's like, "Yeah, as soon as I left that border of the United States, it felt like a big weight left his shoulders. It felt like a sense of peace that came over him, a sense of everything's gonna be okay." Um, because people are still moving. People are getting this urge of, the Most High is telling them to go. The Most High is like really urging them to, you know, choose the right place, right? Um, but yeah, that brought me back to how I felt when I first left. It brought me back to how I feel now in a way, where it's like, hmm, a lot of people are gonna have to understand you're not gonna get it until you land and you get it and you start to go through things. I'm not saying bad things. Uh, like I was saying at the beginning, it depends on how you look at things, right? There's a shift that's happening. There's something that is happening that could change your life forever. Um, but depends on how you look at stuff. Is that a good way or a bad way? Some people can't can't heal. They don't know how to heal. They feel like it hurts. It's so uncomfortable for them. It's something different, right? But sometimes healings hurt, right? Just say if you scratch your arm or something, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna burn for a second. But that process of healing is gonna be okay, right? So that's why I'm like, man, something is happening that could change your life forever. And maybe I'm in my emotions because I found out a couple things back home in Columbus, Ohio, with a family member. And it's sad, man. It's sad. It's like, wow, man. The last time, man, I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm in my feelings, guys. To be honest, but when I feel this way, um, dang, people got to really understand. People really got to understand that you know I'm in this seat right now. I'm doing this for a reason, especially for my family. So I guess I could tell you guys, man, all praises to the Most High. That's why I say I'm straightforward. It's nothing to hide. This could plant some seeds into people. This could, help someone in the future, right? So if you are just now tuning in, guys, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, my nephew, he was 25, 26 years old, and he got unalived by someone. And the last conversation that I had with him, I knew he was going through something, right? I knew he was going through something, and this was a conversation that we had, and I'm straightforward with him. Like, man, you got a son, you a man, you got get out. Whatever you're doing, stop doing it. It's not time to be playing around like you was when you was a little bit younger and stuff. Like, and I can feel that he wanted to change and stuff, but you know, living a certain way, that's gonna catch up with you. So it's like, man, found that out, and yeah, it's just like, man, people really need to understand that if you are corrupt, and it's the truth. That's why I'm like, the truth hurts. Some things need to be said straightforward. Some people not gonna get it. Some people gonna think that, you know, um, it's like, why would you say that? It's the truth. If you are corrupt, you're gonna be corrupt still. If you are righteous, you're gonna be righteous still. Right? You're gonna still continue to strive for righteousness. Um, and it's like, man, fear stops a lot of people. Fear stops a lot of people. Faith stops a lot of people. Faith stops a lot of people from doing what they don't know is possible. Like, really. Um, yeah, like you got the faith, but you got to put the works in too. You know, you got the belief, but you got to put the works in too. And I'm just talking about any and everything that you want to do in life. So if that's moving to Africa, I know Hebrews 11. That was a book and chapter that we really was meditating on before we left to Africa, when we left America in 2020, right? And it's just like, man, just gotta have that faith. That's why I'm just like not afraid to do a lot of things. Yeah, it's just, I know the Most High got me. I know whatever I do, he's gonna come through, no matter what. No matter if it's the like 11:59.58, and you just down, or you down bad, or you just waiting on something, and he come through every time. So it's getting down to a point where there is a division happening. There is a separation that is happening, and you can know someone's spirit. You can know someone mindset in a way in the first 10, 20 minutes that you talk to them, right? I guess I can, because I ask the questions. You get what I'm saying? I observe and stuff like that. I'm very discerning, things like that. So yeah, it's just getting down to that separation where it's like, man, that's just what it is. That's the truth. The word is coming alive. And the word is coming alive. Yes, guys, if you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Someone said, we here for you, big bro. It's hard to translate from Babylon. Thank you for being down to earth. I want to leave Babylon, but I'm scared, to be honest. Texas. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, thank you. Don't be afraid. Just try and visit. Sorry for your pain. He didn't give us that fearful spirit, but he gave us love, power, and a sound mind. Hallelujah. Um, he always takes care of his children. Yes, hallelujah. Someone is here from Mexico. Okay, all praises. How is Mexico? Um, we had a couple clients in Mexico, but they want to come to Mauritius. They're selling their assets and stuff and coming to Mauritius. So, um, yeah, that's something there. But yeah, it's just so much that's happening right now. It's signs that's happening that the Most High is giving His people, and it happens like every single year. But each year it gets worse and worse, right? So that's why I'm like, man, there's something that is happening that could change your life forever, but you have to know how to adjust. You have to know how to move around. So this is why we do the things that we do, to be honest, guys. We want people to win. Like, how can we reach you? How can we reach you? The person that's looking at this right now. How can we reach you? How can we show you what's been working for us um, to be sustainable abroad, right? How can we do it without physically touching you, right? So this is why we do, our mature adult intensive. That's a 4 week cohort, a 4 week intensive where we just go over everything. We go over certain countries. It's intense. You get what I'm saying? We tell you the truth. We let you know what's going on. We let you know, hey, this country, you got to do X, Y, and Z, have this type of capital. That might not be the best. It's kind of corrupt. The peace, the infrastructure, we go through it all. If you want to look at houses there, you might have to go through the lollies or certain people that wants money every time you go, you know. Um, we go through it all. So the mature adult is really to help people that has that mindset that really, really need that information and our experience and the community that we have is being built to last, to really help people have that community, right? Um, Also with our state diaspora business intel, you get what I'm saying? Now we starting to talk about business and what businesses are gonna outlast this AI. You get what I'm saying? Outlast your W-2 job, right? What is your skills? What is your talents? What is your experience that you can monetize, that you can bring with you wherever you go and make money anywhere in the world, right? So check the links in the description because it's the 31st. No, the 30th. I'm sorry. I keep saying the 31st. It's the 31st for us, but it will be the 30th, 9 p.m. EST. Stay at Diaspora. You know, make your money with the state diaspora, right? Now you gotta learn how to continue to make some money, right? How are you gonna allow your money to make money? That's investing. So this is why I'm breaking down investing with the crash courses. So if you guys have not uh, got the crash course, there's 3 chapters on our website for free that you can check out before you even purchase. So I just did like our first kind of cohort in a way. So the first 35 copies, which 11 people already purchased. So all praises for that. We just had the Zoom meeting Sunday, and it was awesome. So I'm working on some things now where I'm gonna be sending them some nice stocks that I believe is gonna be going crazy. Some ETFs, some dividend companies that you can get paid every week, every month, and things like that. So it was a good call. Everyone showed up. Everyone had their questions. Everyone had the same mindset of having some income, knowing that they want to move outside of America. So how can we move accordingly? So it's just like, yeah, people are starting to like really, really take things serious, and that's basically what I want to say. Take it serious. Take things serious. It's not time to play games. It's really not time to think, you know, everything's gonna go back to normal because it hasn't been normal. I'll say since I don't know. Like you can take it back. Like I guess depending on who you talk to, you can take it back way back. But we know this is something that we was talking to some people the other day about 2020, right? The whole world, we really went through that. The whole world went through it. Shut down. Like places was shut down. Like that's so crazy. We went through that, and as you're going through it, you don't realize like how big that was. But now that we went through it, and now we can look back at the pandemic and stuff like that, the whole world was affected. So yeah, things can change just like that. Um, but you got to take some things serious. So you got to make sure that you are doing the right thing for you and your household um, first, and then if each household is together, that would be no problem. But if your household is not together, um, and have that foundation that you can bounce off of, um, where you can, you come down and it's just rock solid, right? So just make sure your foundation is solid. Make sure your foundation is solid no matter what you do in this crazy world. If the Most High allows it to flourish and allows you to keep pushing it and stuff, um, that should be a nice sign that you're good, right? So, yeah. But yeah, so the investing is it's still available because I'm your brother, I'm your neighbor. How can I reach you, right? August 16th is going to be a free Zoom meeting. Um, free Zoom meeting, 9 a.m. EST. So that's a Sunday. That's August 16th. So check the links in the description. www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/services. So check that out. Just check out the website because we have the mature adult coming up also. It's just like, man. And every time that I say these things and I think about, our previous clients, they're so appreciative. We're actually going to be with two people that was in a mature adult intensive Thursday. Um, and we're slowly starting to get out the house. So some people just got realized, like, you know, we just had a baby. We got 6 children. You get what I'm saying? We got everyday life. We wake up every day. Everybody is running, boom, boom, boom. Like my 5-year-old, she wakes up. She's probably the first one to be up, to be honest. So she'll wake up, and we're in the kitchen cooking and stuff. This is her morning routine. We got this, the door right here. So we got a door here. We got a door maybe like 10 feet. No, I wouldn't say 10 feet. I would say like 15 feet away, right? She runs back and forth, boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, okay, I just have to let her, be, she needs the exercise, right? But yeah, that's like her morning routine. Just, Dad, look. So it's just like, man, people just gotta realize, like, we are slowly getting out the house. Because it's so many people that recently came to Mauritius. Man, it's like, whoa, kind of forget, like, who's here. Like, a lot of people are coming. And that's why I come on here, speak how I speak, talk how I talk, and plant these seeds, because the right people are going to get it. The right people are going to understand. The right people with mature mindset is going to get it. The wrong people, they're not going to choose Mauritius. If you rowdy and stuff like that, and you can't like fix your attitude quick. So I guess, for example, this is like my only kind of like hiccup in Mauritius in a way, I guess I can say. So we moved to a new area, and then I had to find like new drivers and new taxi drivers around the area, because the other taxi drivers was far away, and we can call them, but it's just a little bit too expensive. So me, I'm a local person, any and everywhere I go. So, I wave cars down. Hey, stop. Hey, you going this way? You going that way? So one day I did that, and I found, a cheap taxi, like a local taxi and stuff. And I could just tell he's not professional, like super professional, right? But it's cheap. It's cheaper than usual. So a couple times I called him and stuff. I'm like, dang, this guy he do a little bit too much to be honest with me, you know. But yeah, this one time, this was when my wife was pregnant too. She was pregnant. We brought two of our children with us to go to the mall, um, and shop and stuff like that. So I called him. Boom, picked us up. Cool. Um, Dropped us off at the mall. Awesome. Now I call him back to come pick us up, and he's there. Then I see him. I see him smoking a cigarette. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm just let him do what he do. We waiting on him in the car. It's kind of hot. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna let him finish what he do. And then he actually get in the car with the cigarette, right? So I'm like, bro, could you put that out? Like my children's in the back, my wife is pregnant. Could you put that out? And guess what he do? He put he driving. He put the cigarette out the window and just smoking it, thinking that I'm saying put it out. No, I'm saying, bro, could you put it out, put it out? Yeah, yeah, just wait. I'm almost done. And I'm like, all right, all right, bro, cool. Okay, you're almost done. I said what I said. Try to be nice and stuff, cause we got, I got my family groceries in the back and everything. And yeah, as he's driving, he's hitting potholes. It seemed like, man, my wife is pregnant, so like you gotta go slow. And he's just the type of person that he drives, and yeah, and he's hitting potholes and stuff. So me, I'm like, bro, I'm not taking him again. His customer service is not up to par. Like that's just not it. Like this is not how you treat someone that is about to pay you. Like this is not how you treat a client, right? So, guess what? He pop another cigarette in his mouth, doing the same thing, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, "Are you serious? Oh, it's fine. It's outside the window. It's outside the window." And I'm like, okay, so me, I'm getting upset in a way. It's like, bro, he's just not getting it. So I'm not, in my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna pay him the full amount because his customer service, that's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful. Like I just asked you to do this or put it out, and you still doing it, and then you hitting potholes when it's a pregnant woman in the back, and my children is in the back. So yeah, I ain't gonna pay you your full price. Um, so we get home and stuff, we get everybody in the house and stuff. I'm like, yo, just go in the house, close the door. Um, and I'm like, here you go. I gave him the little money. It was less money than he wanted, and I just gave him it. He was like, hey, no, where's the rest? And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay you the rest because I asked you to put your cigarette out. I asked you to slow, like you was driving crazy. My wife is pregnant. She's 7 months, 8 months pregnant at the time, and yeah, this is what I feel like you deserve. I wouldn't pay you nothing to be honest, but and he's like, well, why didn't you tell me, um, as I'm driving, that you was going to not pay me this? And I'm like, cause I wanted to get home. We had to get home and stuff. So we going back and forth, and he's getting more angry. He trying to grab my arm and stuff. I'm like, bro, don't touch me. Like, you can leave. Like the gate is open. Go. Um, so like a heated type of thing, right? And I'm like, okay, let me think. Let me think. He know where I stay. I don't truly know him, right? So that's why I say, if you can't heal that way, because it was a situation where we could have like it got down to, hey, I'm not paying you at all because you just not understanding it. And yeah, I had to snap out of it. I'm like, dang, okay, let me calm down, breathe. Because anything can happen. Like, it just kind of reminds me of like things that happen in America with young brothers where they don't think. And a decision that they made in 5 seconds, it changed their life forever, right? So for me, I'm glad that I grew out of that, where it's like, okay, snap out of it. Okay, I'm gonna pay him his money, but I'm just never gonna use him again. So before I pay him, I had to talk. I had a real talk with him, like, bro, the reason why I'm not paying you because I told you to do this. I asked you to put this out. You driving crazy. My wife is in the back, pregnant, and this and that, and you know, you got to take care of your customers. You cannot be doing what you do on a daily basis. I don't know, behind closed doors in a way, in front of customers, right? Like, I didn't appreciate that, so I'm just trying to just tell him, like, bro, you need to fix your business. This is not how you do it. Um, but you know, I paid him his money, and he left. He was mad and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm just not gonna take you no more. You know, I appreciate you. Like, I like the price and stuff, but you gonna have to fix your customer service and stuff. That's just not how you be doing your customers. So he's like, yeah, and then he left. But that's a situation that happened. I want to say, yeah, beginning of this year sometime. Um, and That's what people got to realize. Like, you got to snap out of certain things. You got to snap out of it right there. You can't, because 1 second can change your whole life. 5 seconds can change your whole life without thinking properly. Um, and that's how I know I grew. Man, trust me, that's how I knew I grew. I'm like, okay, I didn't want nothing to happen. I didn't want, cause I ain't saying I'm the best fighter, but I know how to handle myself. And I just didn't know if he knew how to handle himself. So if anything happened, I think it'd be bad for him, and it could have just been super worse. Um, and local people, or I guess certain countries, they will call the police quick. They will. So that's why it's not worth me 5 seconds and then being in jail, because they will choose the local over a foreigner, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Depending on country, because Americans. That's why I say Americans. You say I'm American in a way. You can use that card in a way. So um, yeah, that was just a situation that happened, but that makes me proud. That yeah, like, dang, I got out that. I snapped out of it. Had to breathe. Like, okay, look, what are you doing? So in the past, I wouldn't have done that. Because I felt like he was disrespecting me, disrespecting my family, my children, my 7 month pregnant wife. Yeah, yeah. Back then I would have been, different. All praises, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like the video. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. Um, yeah, what was I talking? I just been rambling. Um, yeah, so I just been talking about certain things where it's pretty much the title. There's something that is happening that could change your life forever. It just depends on your mindset. So I'm glad that I told that story, because it depends on your mindset. You shouldn't, like, when you are outside of America, and usually most of the people that we talk to are mature adults, are people that been through life in a way, um, or we just met a younger couple. I'm saying younger, like they younger than us. No, they pretty much the same age, like 32, 35 age range, um, but their mindset was mature, right? They had that mature mindset. Um, and it just, once you start to vibe with people like that, you can just understand like, okay, they gonna be okay. Like certain people you meet, you be like, oh snap, I don't know if they gonna make it. I don't know if they gonna make it. And most of I guess when I say that, I think about Tanzania. Most of the people that we met here in Mauritius, they solid. Their mindset is focused. That's why people choose Mauritius because it's slow, it's family oriented. It's not. It's like you just live life. You live life. You make sure your household is good. You can go to the beaches. You can go to malls. You can go to the playgrounds and stuff. I don't know if anyone go to the playground, but we like the playground. Um, Things like that. They got museums. They got aquariums, shopping in the main city. You get what I'm saying? They got boat rides pretty much everywhere. Tubing. Um, they just opened like a amusement park. Nothing like too crazy, nothing like big roller coasters and stuff, but you can get on the ride and have some fun. The water parks. Um, what's that? Where you got like a surfboard, pa- parasailing. They got parasailing. They got like things like that. So it's so much to do here. You know, hikes and stuff, mountains, waterfalls. It's so beautiful. That's why I'm like, the people that come to Mauritius, they know like, hey, I just want to kick back. You know, maybe do something every month, maybe do something every week or something. Cause it's so much to do. It really is. Um, so yeah, it's just the right people that's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. The wrong people, they just not gonna get it. But yeah, all praises. Um, but yeah, there is something that is happening that's gonna change your life forever. It just depends on your mindset. You got to realize that what is really going on spiritually, it's a separation that's happening. It's a separation that's happening. A lot of people um, is not gonna get it, or they might get it a little bit too late. So just make sure you have that integrity. Make sure you are doing the right thing behind the scenes. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Dang, what's that? What's that? Dang, I was just listening to it. Oh, the song "Just the Two of Us," right? Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if you try. Just the two of us. You and I. Right? That song. That's one of my favorite songs because he be talking some real. I was listening to him sing and stuff, and you know, me and my wife was dancing and stuff. Man, me and my wife, we be having some good times, just enjoying life, right? Um, yeah, so we dancing to the song, but me listening to the lyrics, he talking about what me and my wife is doing in a way, or me and my wife is doing what he kind of talking about. It's just gonna be the two of us, making castles in the sky. Um, you know, I take it as building like the kingdom in a way, because the kingdom will come down, right? It's gonna be just the two of us, making sure our legacy is gonna last, our generations is gonna be better than us, things like that. You get what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that song. I know it's an old song, and I do have an old soul, so I be jamming. I be jamming. I I wish I could play it, but I can't because I know it might like mute out copywriting and stuff like that. But yeah, just the two of us. I will encourage you guys, go listen to it. Go listen to it. You really would appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm gonna listen to it right after this live. To be honest, someone said, "Hey brother, thanks for the encouraging words." Live from Vegas. Okay, Vegas. Okay, all praises, man. Yeah, we have a client that's gonna be coming out here. from Vegas. She's soon to be retired, and she gone. So all praises, man. It's so much stuff that is happening where it's going to be distracting a lot of people. So Iran, um, the U.S. is officially at war, coming from Iran, um, officially. So I just don't know how that's going to look. I don't know what Iran's plans are to touch America instead of America bases outside of America, because that's basically what's been happening this whole time. Is they've been bombing the military bases, the communication bases, and stuff like that for the United States in the Middle East of their allies. But it seems like America's gonna get touched some way, and that's, you just never know how that's gonna look. Um, but yeah, that's something right there. I don't know if you guys been hearing about China too. China been going through it. They're the sun has been so hot over there. It's been like 104, 108 Fahrenheit degrees. They've been doing temperature checks on the ground. They say 100 and some places 158 Fahrenheit to 180 Fahrenheit. So you can put a pot on the ground, like a pot, like you cook with, crack an egg, and it start cooking automatically. So it's like, man, they going through it. And I believe a dam or something broke because of flooding. So it's flooding over there, it's heating up. Same thing. I'm not sure where exactly you guys are in the States. Please let me know in the comments. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. But I believe there's a lot of flooding that's happening. What I want to say, was it Utah? Utah. Please let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But I've been seeing just so much stuff where it's like, dang, like, whoa, I didn't even know this. I didn't know what was like really happening. Like we see certain things happen every year with the flooding and stuff, but it gets worse and worse. Yeah, New York was flooding. It's just like, man, New York really going through it too. Flooding, and then the smoke from Canada. You know, Trump probably gonna tax Canada for the wildfires. He about to make some money out of that somehow. I tell you that. He was like, man, Canada, they need to get it together. Yeah, man. So the air quality over there is crazy, where it's like it's a state of emergency in some states because of the air quality. Like they said, they recommend people don't be outside for too long because you will breathe in these chemicals and stuff. And it's just like, wow, like, and they still probably flying planes, spraying the chemicals on the ground and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, floods in San Antonio. Yeah, yeah. It's like, man, some things are happening, but you could just have to see the signs. You got to be in the right position. Yeah, fires in the West, it's just like, I know it happens every year, but every year it gets worse and worse. I see that, and it happens around the same time too. It happens around feast days, to be honest. Yeah, like thank you, Jackie Cooper, for keeping me updated. Earthquakes are keeping me on, like, dang, earthquakes in diverse places. Exactly, birth pains. Birth pains is happening heavy. You know, birth pains. And I I'm a father. I'm not saying I experienced the pain, but you know, I know more than most, I guess, because we did have 2 home births, and yeah, I was right there, so I can understand when things start to get intense, when things start to it's about that time, you know. You know. So yeah, yeah. Things are really starting to heat up. But just be in the right position. Be in the right position. Be in the right communities. Talk to the right people. You know, you don't. I I was listening to my friend. He came up with a story, and I'm glad that um, his mindset is starting to change. Um, but he said something very powerful. He said, "Man, married man don't be around single man," and that makes sense. That makes perfect sense, right? So if you have single friends, you're gonna eventually become single. And if you hang around people that's always negative, that negativity is gonna rub off on you. And I'm like, dang, so that's what's up, man. He's starting to get it. Because I believe he recently got married and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, okay, that's what's up. He gets it now. So, yeah, that's something that, you know, in a way, I had to grow out of. Like, no matter how long I knew a person or something, you just gonna have to realize that growing up and knowing these things, you just know it. You just gonna have to go with it. So yeah, yeah. Of course, I talking stuff to anyone. I'm not saying like, oh, I can't talk to you if you're not married. No, I'm not saying that. But you know, um, yeah, I like to hang around older married people, just so I can learn, be a student. You know, sometimes I'm the teacher, they're the student, so you just never know. You just never know. So all praises to the Most High always, guys. So thanks for tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you let me know where you're tuning in from. I always appreciate seeing where everybody is tuning in from. Um, it is about 6:23. As you see, the sun is starting to rise here. Hallelujah. Every day at the same time. So if you have been joining me pretty much every day when I go live, you will see this sun, it always rises around this time. And the sun sets. So that's something that I really appreciate outside of America. They don't change the clocks and stuff. I know that's a bill that's being passed and stuff like daylight savings and stuff like that. They just try to confuse you. When you really start to think about America, Babylon, and how they just try to mold us in a way of being confused and being comfortable with confusion. Um, yeah, they just so it's just like, man, everything that they do, the clocks, like that's wild. Um, yeah, I really can get into. I ain't trying to get too deep into it. The food, that's crazy too. Um, if you, I will encourage you guys to look at uh, farmer videos and what like big farmer, like the big farm industry that they might be, or their family might have owned a farm and supplying a lot of food and produce for America for a while. Listen to these videos because they tell you that they can't afford to farm anymore, basically. The equipment, the fertilizer, and things like that they usually get is not available. Um, and that's something, when you farm like that, when it's a big operation like that, you have to farm. You got to be in the future. That food is not just for that year. That food is for a couple years. So yeah, yeah. Someone said it too. The pagan holidays. So that's like every single month now. But yeah, that's something too. The pagan holidays. That should just. I know that tells me it's just obvious that what they do is not righteous. What they do is not right. So yeah, it's really getting deep. A lot of stuff. Once you start to wake up and see these things, see the evil ways that America has and just don't care. Um, that's just what it is. So, if you look up something, just say like the $20 bill. Look up the $20 bill and zoom in on the back. It's so crazy, man. Um, okay, from Florida and Win Windoka. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Um, look up $20 bill. The back of the back of a $20 bill, and you're gonna see something that's just we use it every day, or not me, but you know, America, the American money. You use the American money every day. $20 bill, and that $20 bill has someone. I'm gonna look it up for you guys so you guys can see. I just be talking sometimes, but I'll be forgetting I have my phone here. Okay. Zoom in. Dang, I wish you can really see it though. Like, let me see if I can get to the image. Because you only gonna see it once you like really zoom in. Like, okay, this is one. Here's one. So let's see. You guys see that? Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Somebody tell me what you see. I'm gonna tell you. No, it's not no angel. That's not no angel. That's not an angel. This this is a black man. That's a black man hanging. That is a black man hanging. That is a black man hanging, and these are crowds. This is a crowd of people looking up. I'm not like you have to. I'm telling you, this is on the bill, the $20 bill. It's someone in this window looking down too, but I know it's not like the best picture. So, man, I saw that. I'm like, what? That's what? That ain't that crazy? It's like that's wild. Like they do these things right in our face. I mean, I don't know. Like it's okay to be ignorant, but once you know certain things like that, it's like okay, I know this now. Like what? Dang. Like I know this now. It's so crazy. Like what? And it's so much. It's so much. Like that's why I say like we can really um that America's Babylon because they do little things like that. They have to. They don't want to be like back in the day where they out there obviously sacrificing people and it's just normal, you know. They have to do these little tricky things where, you know, the Most High's people don't know because, you know, you're just not gonna know unless you do the research and have that discernment and see it. But yeah, knowledge is key. Knowledge is key, guys. Knowledge is key. But just make sure you have that foundation of the Most High. You know, make sure you know that you gonna be covered in the blood of Yahusha. Like it really, yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked out there. It's wicked in America. It really is. Um, I don't know. If you are just now tuning in, guys, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Um, but yeah, it's just some people not gonna realize how wicked it is because they're distracted by a lot of stuff. And I know earlier I was kind of in my feelings and stuff, but sometimes you just need to talk through things. I was sharing earlier that I recently found out that my nephew was unalive. Um, was it yesterday or two days ago? Yes, Sunday. Um, and he it's so crazy because he was somebody special. Like he was somebody real special. Like like anything that he would do, he would be good at. Um, he I was a senior. My senior year playing football, he was a freshman, and we played against each other. I think this was our first year playing against that school, and yeah, he he was embarrassing our team. He was a freshman on varsity, and he'd just be hitting. He'd be running touchdown. I think he had like 3 touchdowns that game. And I'm like, bro, you really something. He had an offer to West Virginia to go play football, but he just couldn't grow out of certain things. He couldn't understand his purpose. He couldn't understand how important he is to a lot of people. Because a lot of people always respected him, but in a you didn't want to mess with him. I'm not trying to say too much. You didn't want to mess with him. He was he was that guy. He was that guy, but he just couldn't get out his ways. He really couldn't get out his ways, thinking that that is the way. Sometimes it might look great. You might be up, but when you down, you gonna try to get back up. Um, and yeah, I just know he was just somebody special. But it's sad that it's like, dang, this stuff be happening, and I be trying to be the example for my family, especially the people that don't get or just in the world, like too involved in the world. So I talk to them, tell them the truth and things like that. Um, and it's crazy because sometimes when you talk to people and you just keep talking that truth, eventually you can't do that. You don't want to overload them with truth, overload them with this. So now my family, when we talk, they gonna understand. I'm gonna say, all praises to the Most High, hallelujah, stuff like that. Um, but I can't overly try to teach them or preach to them in a way. And it's just like, just have normal conversations. That's what it is, because, just planting seeds. You got to plant these seeds and let them grow. So, yeah, we are getting into that planting season because the harvest season is going to be coming again soon. And this is going to be the last type of harvest season until next year. So, trumpets, the Feast of Trumpets, Feast of or Atonement, and then Feast of Tabernacles. So, yeah. And yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys like be following feast days and stuff, but it's like the opposite. Beginning of the year, the end of the year. It's pretty much the same when you start to look at it, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you know that. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get off here. I'm gonna get some things done. I'm actually working on the new crash course, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys know pretty soon. I'm gonna let you guys know first. This new crash course is gonna be on technical analysis and fundamentals of how to read the charts when it comes down to investing, when it comes down to trading. So this is what I'm in the works on. So August 2nd. So I'm actually, so if you were behind the scenes, if you got the first crash course and joined us on a Zoom Sunday, you will have this information. You'll have a discount. of $35. So that's why I say people, once you get into the things that we do, um, you're gonna get discounts. So August 2nd, and I have to create this link. As I'm working right now, as I get to work pretty soon, I'm gonna create a link for you guys. Um, and before August 2nd, because that's when the release date. So it's gonna be like a pre-launch. So if you buy within the pre-launch, so if you buy now till August 2nd, you're gonna have a discount of what? $25. $25 off. Purchase it. We're gonna have a Zoom meeting August 2nd. You're gonna get the ebook. We're gonna be going over what's important. We're gonna be going over charts. We're gonna have like a small crash course for an hour and a half, like a crash, a small crash class. Yeah, yeah. So you can understand like how to look for certain things. So if you trading forex, if you're trading crypto, if you're trading stocks, if you're trading ETFs, if you're doing options, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to know these things um, to see where to get in, where to get out. So that's basically what technical analysis is. So the most I was telling people on the call Sunday, once you get into trading and investing, and if you are in trading and investing, please let me know in the comments if this statement is true. Once you get into trading and investing, right? Somebody, okay, yeah, it's for beginners. So this is what I'm saying. I guess this is my experience. This is my opinion. But once I got into trading and investing, and I'm starting to see some growth that's happening, you get excited. You're like, oh, everybody need to know everything. You need to know this. You need to know that. You need to know it. You need to know it, right? Like really, that's what you get excited about it, right? But the Most High had to sit me down. Like, I think you starting to get confused in a way. I think you are confusing a lot of people. You have to, and this is what that is biblical principles. You got to start at the foundation. How can you help people? People are not you. So I'm very detail oriented. I jump in. I don't try to. If I'm at the pool, I'm jumping right in. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's so cold. Like touch my toe and be like, ooh, oh man, it's no. I'm jumping in. You get what I'm saying? Man, just the other week. Man, our children, man, they be making somebody was on top of the roof and they turned our solar water off, right? So for a couple of weeks, I'm like, man, it's crazy. We're not getting hot water and stuff. And I finally figured out that somebody turned the switch off. So I turned it back on. We got hot water now. But, for a couple of weeks, I'm taking cold showers. So it's just like, you take a cold shower, you know? But yeah, I just hop in. That's me. I just do it. I just do it. But I know some people it's not like that. So that's why I started with the crash course on investing and trading. So understanding what money is, understanding what a stock is, understanding what an ETF, understanding blockchain, crypto, understanding dividends and stuff like that, understanding how you have to earn, save, invest, repeat. You get what I'm saying? So I'm bringing it back down to the foundation for you guys. So I know Jackie Cooper, he was saying need beginners course. It's for beginners. It's for beginners. I try to make it as simple as possible. Cause my son, he's doing it now too. You get what I'm saying? My daughter, she's gonna be reading it and making sure that they can have this blueprint in a way. So we have to build a foundation first. And that's something that I thought that everybody already had, but when I realized that a lot of people didn't. So that's why I'm doing the crash courses. So the next crash course is going to be on technical analysis, August 2nd. I will probably leave a a link, or that's what I'm doing. Actually, right after this, um, yeah, I'm gonna put it on our website. So look at the because I have to edit the website anyway because it does say July 19th or July 19th free Zoom meeting, and I gotta change it to August 16th. So the first one for the beginners, with the crash course in investing and trading in uncertain times, that's available still. We still have 24 spots. Um, so if you sign up with that, um, you get the Zoom meeting August 16th, right? And also if you, I'm gonna edit the link. So just be patient, just give me like 10 minutes. As soon as I get off here, I'm get in there, edit it, boom, we done. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have a section where it says pre-launch, August 2nd, right? So if you sign up now, you will get a code. You will get a code for $25 off. So that's the benefit of getting it now, and then August 2nd we will have a Zoom call. So I'm trying to do my best to help people with these free Zoom calls. So any questions, so you get the pre-launch, like okay, boom, you got it the day of, you read a little bit, you get a free call. Any questions? Hey, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Right? And then August 16th, you get another call. So usually my calls one-on-one is like 150. So if anyone wants to have like a one-on-one consultation when it comes to trading, it's a 150 or $150. So when you think about it, you're getting 2 Zoom calls for free with any and every questions that you can ask. And I'm gonna show you, August 2nd, I'm really gonna show you how to trade, how I trade, what I look for and things like that. And you don't wanna miss it because it's something that where, just like the group, like that's why I'm gonna edit the website, edit the links there, and then I have to look into stocks, certain ETFs, certain dividends, certain companies that I truly believe that could benefit this next, the rest of the year, to the group that already was on the Zoom. So when you get the Zoom, I'm giving you information about stocks. I'm giving you information about certain companies that pays you dividends every week or every month. So little things like that you have to take advantage of. You have to. Someone's asked, okay, what link for beginners? So if you go to our website, the link is in the description. So I'm not sure if you're on the TV or you're on your phone or laptop. It's on our website. So that is going to be the first crash course that I created, investing in uncertain times, stocks and trading. But this next one is going to be a pre-launch for the next technical analysis, the next step of understanding how to read charts, understanding political things, news and stuff like that, fundamentals basically. But if you go to our website, www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/investing. That's the page to be on. But I'm gonna edit the website right now because I have to, and I have to work on the book too. So the next crash course. So all praise to the Most High, guys. Let me get going. Check the links in the description. If you are interested in moving abroad, check the links in the description. The Mature Adult Intensive is coming up. That is a 4-week cohort intensive that we already have 24 people in it. So we have lots of people that already came here, got their retirement, doing their business, understanding digital nomads and stuff like that, making money online and stuff. So check the links in the description for State of Diaspora Business Edition. We do begin July 30th, 9 p.m. EST. So that's going to be the 31st our time. That is about to be booked out because a couple people has been signing up back to back. So you might want to get on that before it's too late. So that is basically helping people make money online, understanding your skills, understanding your talents, understanding your experience that you have working, bringing it together so you can benefit and make money online. That's going to be a whole separate group too. So our goal is to like really help our community be a community, right? What is your skills? What is your talents? How can I help me? How can I help you, right? So that's State of Diaspora Business Edition. And yeah, check our website for investing. If you need a one-on-one consultation, also check the website. And yeah, I believe that's it, guys. Make sure you like the video, leave your comments, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Shalom, shalom. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. And stay on this narrow path. Stay on this narrow path. Don't try to tip your toe off. Stay on the narrow path.